you want my cords again?
No, I just looked at the meetup cords.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Okay, so what are your
they're
cords?
both still on the surface. They don't know where I am.
Cords?
They keep shifting. They keep shifting.
Oh, wait. I see them. I see them.
You
Come
see
up.
them? Okay. I'm gonna dig a block. And dig another block. And pop up.
I'm shifting though.
Okay, I'm shifting as well. They don't have a way of seeing me from here. Because they're outside. They didn't see what cave I jumped in. Which is the best thing. Okay. I'm working my way up, but... Okay, tell me when you're by them, because I'm
right by them. I'm right by them.
Okay.
I'm shooting.
I'm popping up behind them. Oh fuck. Oh no, she had wolves. She has wolves.
Oh no, GG.
Oh no.
I'm gonna run.
Oh god. Yeah, she had wolves, and that was just okay.
I could kill them probably. I don't think they have healing.
Well, I hit Steph once. No, Steph's healing up. So.
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Oh, Rhea, please, no.
Right. I believe in you on
You
this.
think they're gonna leave me alone?
I think you could take one of them down, or try and hit one of them down lower and run away.
Okay, they don't have healing. Should I go for them?
I'd say go. I'd say try it.
Okay. You know what? I'll fight them. Because I have like... Okay, they healed. Never mind.
Because well, the thing is, if you
Never
leave them, they've got my diamonds and they've got my stuff.
Okay. Hopefully somebody else runs into them, though. I don't feel like fighting them, because... Didn't they have, like, some diamond pieces?
I think they did. I think they had, like, quite a lot of diamond.
Alright, I don't want to really mess with them that much. To be honest, I probably should have just backstabbed them with my sword. That would have been smarter.
Nah, it was very hard to play because I didn't know what proper gear they had. And then she had wolves and they just took me out.
Yeah, those wolves kind of like messed me up because they were chasing after me. Oh well. That really sucks, aw.
We were teamed for such a short time.
Yeah. Oh well.
Right, do they know where you've gone or have you just left them?
I just left.
Okay.
Hopefully they weren't like chasing me or something. I didn't see them though, so I should be good.
Right, hang on. What time is it?
I just dug straight down into a zombie spawner.
Oh god, have fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what episode is Meetup?
Power 4. Meetup is the next episode, which episode 6.
Okay.
Name tags.
Nice.
Just what I wanted.
Name a horse dinner
Yep,
bone.
exactly what I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. Hopefully there's like gold or diamonds in this cave. It doesn't look that great though.
Right, I'm gonna hang around in voice with you for a bit, but because it's late, I will disappear in a sec.
Okay, that's cool. It was fun to team with you though.
For like episode and a half, it was great.
Oh yeah, it was just for like 30 minutes, but it was okay.
Like, hey, okay, bye, I've gone. The issue was I had
Wow.
2 people running at me, and I had to duck into my cave.
I wish they didn't go after you, then we could have been like fine.
Yeah.
And, like went to meet up and just like fought some people.
You know, knowing me, this always happens in PvP. People go, hey, that's her, and then run for her and kill her.
Oh, I found
and
more
then die.
diamonds. I found diamonds.
More
I can be 3/4.
You do not need more diamonds.
I know.
Oh, sorry, that's my microphone.
Oh no.
Actually, yeah, because you don't need to get diamonds for me now. You can just full on
Yeah.
equip yourself out.
Just like, I hope I can mindful diamond. That'd be like really useful since like I'm the only solo now.
Well, the thing is, if you mindful diamond and win, I'll count as a win for me. But
Yeah, I'll definitely win for you.
I believe in
I'll
you.
try.
I believe in you, Chessa.
Please. I want to win. I want to get at least a kill. Like, that'd be great.
I had no chance of getting a kill there. It was great.
That sucks.
It was a 2v1 situation with wolves. It was like
Yeah.
It was 1v5. It was great. It was
Wait,
beautiful.
okay, so when you were coming up, did they like both like see you and start hitting you or something?
Steph turned around and attacked me, and it was only Steph who attacked me. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure Baby was still focused on attacking you. Because I ran up when you hit the first bow shot. I ran up, jumped up at Steph, and then I clearly shocked Steph, and then Steph's gear just outgeared me completely.
Aw. Oh wow. That still sucks. Oh, I can make a power 3.
I believe in you. Power 3, 3/4 diamond. You can dominate the game. It'll be great.
Exactly.
But I will warn you, Hiccups and Steph do have diamonds now. More diamonds than they did.
I think they had diamond pieces too, though.
Yeah, they definitely had diamond pieces. I think I saw a diamond chest plate. I can't fully
Yeah, that's what I
remember.
thought too. I know they had like at least one of the top pieces.
Yeah.
One of them did.
I think
I don't
Steph
know
had
which
more
one,
diamond
though.
armor than Baby, which is just my luck that I went for her.
I think this is. Is there ore limiter?
I think there is for RRs, yeah. Just slightly. Well, clearly not for diamonds,
Could be.
because you've got like 20 million stashed away.
Yeah, like PM mined ores. I mined full diamond plus 2.
26 diamonds. Jesus.
Yeah. Heck.
I believe in you. I believe you can do this.
I believe in myself, I think.
Onward you go.
Hopefully, if I play this smart enough, I think I should be able to possibly win. I'm not sure. I don't know how good some of the people in here
Well, you are someone on their own with against a bunch of other people. Phoebe is, I will say, pretty good, but she is quite tired because of Australia.
Yeah.
Megan, I think, is pretty decent. Sonika,
pretty
she's
good.
alright, I guess. And I think Cass is alright. I think every team has at least one person who's pretty good.
Yeah. Hopefully, honestly, I kind of want to find a solo and like pick one of them off. Like that sounds really mean.
Or pick off Diana or Lariella.
Yeah, just because like I want another solo in the game. Like I don't want to be the only one who's like solo and just like fighting teams of 2.
Well, if I'd managed to actually properly get Steph past 72, I could have tried to get Hiccups down to a solo. But
Yeah.
it
Well,
was a feat. I mean, logically, you'd want to run into
well,
someone like
did,
Gekka,
like,
where
a
you have a
lot.
much bigger like health advantage against them.
yeah. Well, at least she got her down some.
Yeah,
'cause
at least I hit her. There you go. That's
that
the
wasted them
bonus.
some healing. Yeah. Yeah.
Half the time
You
in
hit
PvP,
someone.
I miss with my every shot. It's great.
Oh no. Okay. I hear something. I don't know where though. Oh well. I'm just gonna staircase until not PvP up. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna staircase up.
Staircase until PvP gets turned off and everyone can be nice, happy friends. It'll be great.
Yeah. I'm just gonna staircase and like until meetup unless I find a cave.
Oh, I still have
by
my
then.
recording running. Whoops. Right, I need to actually probably stop my recording.
Okay.
Random outro, random outro, random outro. See you possibly in the next season if there is a next season.
Hi, my name is Matt Parker, and this is the Sun, and over here we have the Earth. None of this is to scale. Now, between the Earth and the Sun, as you may be aware, is the planet Venus, and it is currently June the 5th, 2012, and this evening, Venus will pass directly in front of the Sun from our point of view on the Earth. And famously, this occurs in pairs roughly every 100 and a bit years. So the last one was 2004, this one's 2012, the next one will be like 2017, there'll be another pair of 8. And as a mathematician, I started to wonder, well, why do you get them in pairs, and why are the pairs so far apart? And so I did a quick bit of modelling, and so you can see here, as the Earth goes on its gentle lap around the Sun, it starts lined up with Venus and goes all the way around and eventually back to where it started. I've not made the Earth spin, sorry. And then Venus does exactly the same thing, but importantly, Venus goes a lot faster. So in fact, if they start lined up By the time they get back to where they started, Venus will go past first, Earth will come by second, and eventually about here, Venus will lap Earth. And so if you were lined up on that first line, over here would be the next time the two planets would line up, and you'd get possibly another transit. And if you work it out, it's just over 1.5 years before it happens again. It's actually 584 days if you want to get personal. And from then they would start moving again. The next alignment, another 584 days later, is over here. There'll be another one, another 584 days later here, and then one more over here before they come back pretty much to where they started. The problem is, between each of these alignments is an angle of 215.5-ish degrees, and it's not exactly 216. If it was 216, they would now be right back where they started. Unfortunately, they've come up 2.5 degrees short, and so they actually end up here. So when they go around to the next one, they'll still be a little bit short, and all the way around, they're 2.5 degrees behind where they were last time. They get back to where they began, and once again, they're 2.5 degrees behind. So what this means is that every 8 years, the Earth and Venus will line up in their orbits 5 times. That's every 8 Earth years. It's 13 Venus-based fusion, whatever they are, years. And these 5 alignment points every 8 years drop back by 2.5 degrees. And so if you imagine we have Venus and the Earth flying around, you could imagine these 5 points slowly drifting at the rate of 2.5 degrees every 8 Earth years. So, what has this got to do with when you end up with a transit? Well, you don't actually get a transit every single time there's an alignment on one of these 5 different locations, as those locations drift around the solar system. And the reason is, if we step back from this for a second and we have a look at the actual orbit of the Earth. So the Earth is flying around the Sun, let's say like this, again, nothing is to scale, and Venus is flying around inside that. Venus's orbit is actually on a bit of an angle compared to Earth. Okay, I've exaggerated this. It's not quite that severe an angle, but it may as well be, because the end result is there are only 2 points in Earth's orbit where the orbit of Venus is directly between where the Earth will be and where the Sun is. There's no point overtaking Venus or Venus overtaking us anywhere else in the orbit, because you won't be able to see it. So when you come back to our overhead view here, as these planets are flying around, it doesn't matter if, let's say, Venus overtakes us down here, because it won't be in one of these 2 sweet spots. So there's a spot on either side of the Sun where the orbit of Earth and the orbit of Venus exactly line up in a straight line. Anywhere else, Venus will overtake us going above or under our line of sight with the Sun. So what we can do now is, if you imagine 5 different crossing points, this is the order in which they occur, you could imagine these slowly drifting in and out of the sweet spots. So this one starts in the sweet spot, but then these will gradually drift. But then it's okay, the one over here on the left is now coming into the sweet spot. And in fact, it's in there long enough that there will be 2 crossings on each of these sweet spots as they go through the green zone. So the last ones were 1874, 1888. Again, they're 8 years apart. And then we're over here now, coming in June 2004, 2012. So that's why you get the pairs 8 years apart, because it's only in the sweet spot for long enough for 2 crossings, and this is why they come in pairs so far apart. And as you can see, the December ones are always on one side and June on the other, because they're in a certain part of the orbit. Now, you could keep watching this for as long as you want, but I thought the sort of people who watch my videos might like to see how I actually worked this out. And so I got wondering about this, being a maths kind of guy, and so I made a spreadsheet. Here I looked up online, and this is only approximately, the Venus orbit I found was about 224.70069 days, and the Earth orbit relative to the Sun, and I didn't get too far into the different types of orbits, is around about 365.25 days. And so if you want to work out the inverse of those, so 1 divided by that, this gives you the percentage of a rotation that planet goes through its orbit every day. You can work out the difference of those. So let's look, Venus is going a little bit faster. Let's subtract Earth's. So that's the percentage change of 360 degrees between the 2 planets every day. And so if you get the inverse of that, this is where you get your 584. well, 583.92 days between crossings. So over here, if you want to track crossings, so we'll have crossing 0, crossing 1, crossing 2, and so on, each one will occur at that crossing date times that number of days. And so here you go. These will predict, starting from an alignment, how many days into the future. Oh, I'm sorry, wait, hang on. Don't change the cell. I'm not recording this, by the way, because I'm about to run outside and actually watch the transit. Anyway, okay, so this will give us, and we can continue this, it's not really fancy, this will give you the number of days between each transit, which of course I've worked out as well. And what I've done is I've taken this, and this is the percentage lap that each one's done. So this is just how far around it will have gone out of an entire orbit. You could, if you wanted, work that out in degrees, if you're so inclined, just by multiplying this by 360, and this will work first time. So this is how far around you are. So you can see here, the first one is 215.517, etc. degrees, and when it comes back here, you can see it's only 213.1. And so each time you come back to the equivalent spot, you're about 2.5 degrees less. And don't forget, I've made an awful lot of assumptions putting this together. So I've picked the first numbers I found on the internet for the orbits, and I have assumed they're perfectly circular, and I haven't put a great deal of thought into how big the sweet spots are, and there are other factors that will affect this. But to a first order approximation, it's not bad. Of course, we want to then draw a graph. So over here, I've worked out the x and y coordinates if you were to graph the crossing points as they progress over time, and over here is that graph. And so there is the first crossing point where they align, and then they start to skip around this pattern. If you want to advance that, here, let's bring on a few more crossing points. Okay, so you can see there's now a double pair here, and if we bring that right down, you can start to see that the crossing points are drifting from where they began. Actually, you can drift them an awful long way. So here, you can see this one here is drifted all the way off. The next one is drifted pretty much back on. So actually, let's see if we can predict when will this hit. So that will be when the y coordinate actually gets back to 0, and don't forget these are repeating backwards and forwards. So that's going to be, where are we here? That's going to be quite, okay, 0.15, that's quite small, 0.11, 0.07, that's pretty small, 0.03, pretty close, and then back out. Okay, so probably this is the kind of area where that's going to be close enough for a sweet spot. So we can actually work out when that is. That equals, how many days in the future is that? So from now, that many days in the future, divide that by a calendar is around about 365.2425 days a year. That's about 105.5 days in the future, which equals, if you get today's date, 2012, and you add on that date there it is, 2117.5. So my ridiculously crap spreadsheet will show you that the next transit of Venus will be about halfway through the year 2017. Obviously much more accurate models. We know exactly when this is going to happen to the nearest minute. Odds are, just statistically, I won't be around to see it. Although my kids are in with a shot. My kids' definitely. And so there you are. If you want a copy of this spreadsheet or, of course, the presentation or anything, send me an email to matt@standupmaths.com. But as it's now 1:45, I'm actually in the Arctic Circle as we speak, because there's 24-hour sun. I'm going to race outside and watch the transit myself. So, thank you for watching a particularly long